Okay, may I request everybody to please stand up for our prayer, and of course, please remain standing for our energizer. Okay, may I request Miss Despo to lead our prayer today.
Okay, classmates, let's bow down our head and feel the presence of God. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Lord, thank you for this day. Lord, I hope na tagaan mi og maayong lawas and so with makalearn mi sa discussion karon.
Amen. And again, may I request Miss Shello to lead our actions of today. Go, Miss Shello! Go, Miss Shello!
My toes, my three, go.
My toes, my knees,
my shoulder, my head, my toes, my knees, my shoulder, my head, my toes, my knees, my shoulder, my head.
Please sit down.
Thank you.
Okay, let me settle down here.
Yes.
First thing first, I am your teacher in social science. I am Ryan J. Raz. You may call me Mr. Raz or Teacher Raz. So, again, good morning, class.
Good morning, Mr. Raz.
Please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so, first, is there anyone absent today?
No, sir.
Oh, okay, very good. So we can start now. So I have some 3 pictures here that is relevant to our discussion today. Okay, so you will just need to identify what the pictures tells us or what the pictures show to you. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is this?
Vote.
Okay. This is an election.
Yes.
So just like we do last in May 2022, we do the election to choose what kind of leadership or president we may choose under to govern us to have our country in peaceful and organized manner. So thank you. So what about this?
A king.
A king.
Yes.
Yes. Do you know who he is?
No.
Oh, no, you didn't know?
Yes, sir.
Trivia. So he is the King Philip II, in which we discussed that last sem through our reading of Philippines history. Reading in Philippines history, do you know what is this?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Okay, yes, sir.
He is the one who ordered Magellan to conquer the Philippines.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then, thank you. What about this? What is this? Do you know what is this?
No. They were dancing.
Yeah, they are dancing. So we can pertain this people that they have social status in in Europe in the past. Yeah, in Europe in the past. Okay, so thank you for your cooperation.
Thank you, sir.
Then before we start, our title or our discussion today is all about the forms of government. It is according to the number of persons in whom sovereignty resides. So before we start, may I request everyone to please read our lesson objectives.
Identify the different forms of government. Analyze forms of government and compare and contrast various forms of government.
Okay, after we discuss everything, we explain thoroughly, and of course, as well as your cooperation, we will be attaining these 3 objectives. So, first, let us define first what is government, okay? Anyone from the group who have an opinion about government? Okay, Miss Shallow?
The government is the one who implements laws.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Miss Shallow. Okay, when you say government, everybody please read.
It is a system or group of people and responsible of an organized community, usually a state.
Okay, just like what Miss Shello said, the government is a group or an organization that creates the laws and impose it to the state. When we say a state, it is a country. There are three definitions of it: the state, nation, and country. When we say state and country, it pertains to a country. But when in preferred term in political science, it is called state. But when we say nation, it is different from state and country, because when we say nation, it pertains to a group of people who have common identity and history. So there are forms of government. Do you know what are those?
No, sir.
Okay, so let's tackle about this. Okay, everybody, please read.
There are forms of government. There are democracy, communism, socialism, oligarchy, aristocracy, monarchy, theocracy, colonialism.
Okay, so these are the forms of government. However, today, we will be tackling all about the three forms of government: the democracy, aristocracy, and monarchy. So when we say democracy, do you have any idea? Do you have any idea? Okay, may I request Mrs. Pulu?
Democracy comes from the Greek word demos, people, and kratos, power or rule.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Pulu. So when we say a democracy, it pertains to oh, what's funny about it? Okay, when we say democracy, it pertains to a forms of government that we utilize just like in our country.
Yes.
Just like what I said earlier, we conducted our suffrage by voting to choose what president will be lead. Yeah. Then, when we say democracy, there are two Greek words. There are when we say demos, it pertains to people. Then kratos, it is a power or rule. So a democracy also can pertains to role of many, because when we say democracy, the power of the state or the country is coming from the people.
Yes.
Without its people, no government can preside and create some laws. Then there are two kinds of democracy.
Direct and indirect.
So when we say direct, okay, Ms. Julie, can you please take your seat? Okay, so there are two types of democracy. We have direct and indirect. When we say direct, it pertains to, it is usually utilized in small groups. Like in here in classroom, we can decide whether Peter will be the classroom president. But when we say indirect, it is good for populated groups, just like for SPG or SSG. We use this kind of indirect democracy so that we have many options to choose what kind of leader we choose to. Okay, so next is monarchy. Do you have any idea what is monarchy? Okay, Miss Merlin.
Monarchy, sir, is rule of one.
Okay, thank you, Miss Merlin. So when we say monarchy, do you know some king or queen across the world?
Yes.
Do you know who Queen Elizabeth II?
Yes.
Queen Elizabeth II is known for being a queen in
England.
Yes, very good. However, as what on my research states that Queen Elizabeth doesn't rule the England only, but in 16 countries.
Wow.
Yes, very good. So it is kind of trivia again. Then 16 countries. Those composed of 16 countries that Queen Elizabeth monarch. Yes, monarch. It is called a Commonwealth realm. So it pertains then monarchy, rule of one according to Merlin, just like a king and queen. Okay then, thank you, Miss Merlin. So the last is aristocracy. So anyone, do you have any idea? No, none, because it is so unfamiliar, right?
Yes.
So when we say aristocracy, from the word Greek, from the root word aristocrat, means it is a group of people who have a high social status in the community. So in this kind of forms of government, the high social status are the one who implement the laws or govern the people. So it kinds of it pertains to a government that is rule of few. Okay. So aristocracy, yes, that is right. An aristocrat. So what are again those forms of government? We have
Democracy, monarchy, aristocracy.
okay. What is it is a form of government that pertains to rule of few.
Aristocracy.
Very good. What about the rule of many?
Democracy.
And what is it pertains to a form of government that the one who lead is a king or queen?
Monarchy.
Okay, very good. So, do you get it? What our discussion, right?
Yes,
So let's have
sir.
an activity, a group activity specifically. So, please count 1 to 3. 1,
3.
3.
1.
Okay. Come here to group 1, group 2, and group 3. Go faster.
Hurry up.
Where's the group 1? Where's the group 2? Where's the group 2? Oh no.
Sir.
Yeah. Wait. You can form a circle so that you can brainstorm what ideas you can share to your.
Sir, what if kay Luharami sa isa ka group?
No, we should be flexible,
Sa amin.
everybody. We need to be flexible, and that's just what we did today. in the
Okay,
situation
sir.
today. Okay, group 3.
Wow, what is this, sir?
Classify the devil.
Okay. Wait. So in the group 1, their group is to observe the excuse me. Okay, group 1, you're just what in the instructions said. You need to observe what the pictures tells us. Right? So there are some guide questions, so you need to read the guide question and answer it carefully. And for the group 2, you need to classify those pictures whether it is a democracy, monarchy, and aristocracy. And of course, for the group 3, you can create a slogan, just a simple slogan in pertaining the rules and function of the government in the community. Okay? So I will give you 5 minutes to finish your work. So for the group 3, you just need to write it in this. Okay? So in every group there should be a reporter, okay? Okay, in line 6, we will be start the reporter. Okay, faster everybody! And of course, when reporting, you can use languages. It's either English, Filipino, and of course our mother tongue, the Bisaya. So that you will be comfortable of what you're going to say. Yeah. Are you done, group 1? So if you're done, you just need to clap your hands, okay? Are you done, group 2?
Not yet, sir.
Oh, what's funny, Miss Pazo? Okay, so the question number 3 is in Bisaya, giunsa ng government para ma-attain ng mga Pilipino kung sorry, Miss Carmetos.
Nothing, sir.
The purpose kibali ng government, kibali the focus idea in the question number 3 is government shape the society to have progress and maintain peaceful as well the goals for the common good of all. Diba when we say government, they make laws in order to attain and suffice the common good of all. So, dili selfishness ang ilang giuna. So in attaining those, what kind of laws or what function they implement to them and to the society as to kanang makuha kibali ng mga Filipino ang good or better life kanang we know that kaning Filipino are in poverty in a range of percentage, and of course, but there's many implemented laws by the government as to suffice the needs of every people. So just a simple answer will do. Are you done, group 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, again, we will say democracy. Just like in elementary, we raise our hands in elections, right? In electing our classroom officers.
Yes,
When we say aristocracy, again, it pertains to people who have social status in the society. And when we say monarchy, it pertains to a king and queen. Are you done? If you are done, the need to be posted, please post it. I have some prepared key. Okay, group 3 is done. You may post your work here. Okay, group 3 is also done. What about the group 1? Okay, very good. So, post here group 3, group 2, and group 1. Merlin, post what is your group here? Group 3. Excuse me, Merlin.
Yes, sir.
Your group 3
Ay!
level.
Sorry,
Please
I
sit at the board.
forgot. Ay, Pastor Shilo. Ano yun?
Okay. Everybody is already done. Please take your seat
Yes,
so
sir.
that we can start the recording.
So that. Yay!
Okay? Everybody clap your hands. Okay, first, who will be the one to report? Group 3. You, Merlin, go. The stage is all yours.
Wow.
Okay, everybody, please clap your hands. Recognize Miss Merlin.
So, ganito. Wait. So, Group 3 was assigned to create a slogan representing the purpose and function of government and explain it more thoroughly on the said output. So, we create the slogan, and we ang amo as the first is the right to elect whatever government but not whatever truth. So for me, like so pwede mag-Bisaya, sir?
Yes, you can.
So kita as a people, we have the right to elect whatever the government we want to kanabitang mag-rule sa ato, but not whatever the truth. Like there is kanaang nabitaw tay mga kuan, like gibutar lang taan nga tao, it's because kay siya mo'y kuan kanang siya mo'y taas-taas or siya mo'y mas known, pero wala ta kabalo bitaw nga nari siya mga bad side, nari siya mga kuan.
Okay.
Oh yes, tapos there is a kaduha is freedom we have in our country if we are democracy. So like for example what Sir Ryan said earlier, he said that democracy is that we have the freedom. It's because the rule of the it is rule of many, or like freedom is like we are in Philippines, like we democracy ta karon, so we have the right to choose who and what we want to like mahimong president.
Yes.
So freedom, natay freedom if we are a democracy country. So
Okay,
that's
okay, next is group 2. Okay, Mr. Mentos will be the one to report. Just need to describe.
Yes. Good morning, sir. Good morning, classmates.
Good
This is the
morning.
report of Group 2. So, the direction is classify the given pictures into democracy, monarchy, and aristocracy. So, the first one is monarchy. The monarchy, as what sir said, that monarchy is a rule of one. So, the example of this is like the king, queen, and this. Pagkita ni Sir Gay nga katong mauto siya. The second one is aristocracy. Aristocracy is, as what said again, that aristocracy is a form of government which governed by few. So this is the example. This is the pictures example in aristocracy.
Okay.
And the third one is democracy. So again, as what I said, as what sir said, that democracy is a rule of many. So mo ni sida related to ni sida sa group 3 nga relating to vote magbutar-butar tao. So mo ni siya ang result. So this is the example of democracy. So that's all. Let's get
Okay, so we have the last group, group 1. So who will be the one to report?
go ready after the day.
Okay.
Go Peter.
Okay. Let me start. Peter.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is the report of group 1. Direction is observe the picture below. And this is the guide questions of number 1. What are the pictures all about? As we have seen, this picture is campaigning of presidential candidates, and this picture shows votings of people. And the two question is what forms of government utilize the pictures? Why? These pictures was all about democracy because it shows the democracy implement the governments, but people are the one who choose who is the president to be the one who put in our vision as a like sa ato sa kwan sa ato sa nasod most of us poverty na sa
Yes.
sa kumbaga. Last is, in your realization, how the government shape the society to have progress and maintain peaceful as well attaining the goals for the common good of all. In us, we have decided to answer this. We have answered this. They implement goals to be followed by people. Also, any organization to help people. That's
Please, group 1. Okay, again, round of applause for everybody. Okay, let us review your work. Okay, so for the group 1, yes, their answers are correct. It pertains to pertaining for election and of course the votings. Then, the function of the government is to implement laws. Without the government, what happened to our community, to our society? It will become chaos.
Yeah.
Because without laws, without its regulation, people could exercise their freedom without being neutral, without being in a moral boundary as a human being.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
the group one is very good. So for the group 2, we can pertain that monarchy and aristocracy is somewhat like similarities. But when we say monarchy, it is a rule of one. But when we say aristocracy, it pertains to rule of few. So the pictures are correct, but here, yes, it is correct. However, it can pertain to this. It should be in monarchy. Then for this, we can a king. When we say a king, it pertains to a monarchy.
Yes.
So for this, it should be, yes, it is correct because this is a family of prince and princess.
Yes, our royal family.
Yes, royal family. We can associate this to aristocracy because they govern a certain state with their family as a royal family or dugong bughal.
Yes.
Then for the, okay, very good group 2. So for the group 3, yes, very good. The right to elect whatever government, but not whatever truth and freedom we have in our country if we are democracy. So yes, that's right. When we have a democracy government, all citizen, or all Filipino citizen have the freedom to choose or to exercise the suffrage of choosing whether what president they want to be, right?
Yes.
Then, as for the right to elect whatever government, but not whatever truth. Of course, just what Miss Merlin said, we can choose because in every election there should be a party, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So in every party there are their platforms that they need to exercise or implement in their administration. So, but since we are not related or have background information for them, we use the we just need to look them as a, what do you call that? We choose president or representative or senators, just what are known siya kaayo, popular, just like some artists who declare themselves as to run a senator. So those, your output was very good. Again, so again, what are the forms of government that we discussed earlier? First,
Democracy, monarchy, and aristocracy.
what are the two types of democracy again?
Direct and indirect.
Okay, so I have some evaluation here.
Grabe na mo, prize.
Just wait.
Yay!
Okay, so we just need to verbal. We just need to answer in verbal. Okay. Okay, number 1. What form of government which governed by few?
Aristocracy.
Very good. What about it is called a form of government called as the rule or power? No, just leave your seat. Which form of government called as the rule or power of the people?
Democracy.
Because in democracy government, all the power comes from the people, not from the president or the vice
Yes,
president.
sir.
Is Queen Elizabeth II ruled 16 countries called the Commonwealth realm? What form of government that Queen Elizabeth II utilized?
Monarchy.
Monarchy. So again, trivia. In England, Queen Elizabeth II governed or monarch the 16 countries. But it is not called monarchy government, but we can pertains to it is composed of government with there is a queen and prime minister. So it is somewhat like not a monarchy, but may something pa siya nga kaning it is related to both of them. Then Aaron is elected as classroom president by voting. Which form of government was used?
Democracy.
Because of voting.
Voting.
Then the last, what do you call to a group of people who rule and create laws or policies?
Government.
Very good. Okay, clap your hands for Jonathan again. Okay, thank you for helping me to disarrange the visual aid. So, but before we go to take our exit, we have your assignment. Again, please read.
Give at least 5 countries that utilize the forms of government. It's either democracy, monarchy, or aristocracy.
Okay.
Write your answer on your paper.
Okay, so if you don't have a paper, you can utilize your notebook. Then you can research it in Google. There are many countries that wherein that they utilize the democracy, aristocracy, and
Monarchy.
okay, very good. So that's end. Goodbye, class.
Good!